Steroids can help you construct a huge amount of muscle, increase your energy, and notably speed up your recovery. So nowadays I want to move over exactly what happens to the human body on steroids based totally on science. Now the first issue you need to recognize is that not all steroids are identical. The term steroid refers to a biologically energetic organic compound with 4 rings arranged in a specific molecular configuration. So even a cardiac steroid is still considered a steroid because it has the identical sort of 4 rings shape. And cardiac steroids are considered particularly safe. They may be even routinely prescribed by using medical doctor to help decrease inflammation in the frame, resulting from things like swelling due to an injury, hypersensitive reactions, and even allergies. Although a lot of you already recognize about cardiac steroids, it may surprise you to examine that both cholesterol and estrogen are simply also taken into consideration steroids due to the fact they have the same 4 rings. But for the rest of the video, after I say steroids, I am relating to the type of steroids which are predominantly used for enhancement purpose, called an anabolic androgenic steroid. That is a sort of steroid that mimics the results of testosterone on your frame. Your tests will produce 4 to 9 mg of testosterone consistent with day in a mean healthy male. But through taking artificial testosterone, you will massively grow the quantity of testosterone that flows through your veins, your body, then treats the exogenous testosterone inside the identical way as if it have been your frame's personal testosterone. So the testosterone enters your cells and binds to what's referred to as androgen receptors. From there it binds to the nucleus of the cell and attaches to the DNA. This method turns on load of genes wired in stimulating protein synthesis and reducing protein breakdown. So as a result, your muscles are much more likely to live in a wonderful protein turnover charge, which blessing muscles grow due to the fact construct more muscle, more protein wishes to be built up compared to the quantity that gets damaged now. This is how steroids help with muscles increase and why they may be so popular amongst bodybuilders. Now, apart from enhancing protein turnover fee, anabolic steroids also increase the variety of nuclei that are discovered within muscle cells. Those nuclei that are without a doubt called nuclei. They manifest to be the control center of each muscle, so having more nuclei is beneficial because the wide variety of nuclei you have got inside a muscle is definitely one of the number of elements that decide your potential for growth. The position it more honestly, the extra nuclei, the bigger the muscle can turn out to be. And this is actually one purpose why a few humans have better muscle building genetics, because they obviously have extra nuclei. Do not you notice the nuclei on your muscle fibers are constrained to a maximum region of the mobile that they are able to manipulate. That is an area called the mononuclear area. As soon as the boom of precise muscle fiber exceeds this domain, the simplest manner to similarly develop nuclei to that mobile, and that technique is called mononuclear addition. Now the hassle is that usually it takes lots of time to add a new nuclei. It is why you cannot gain 20 pounds, let's assume 1 month. But by taking steroids, you may gain muscle a lot quicker, as it appreciably increases that speed at which your frame can add new nuclei to muscle tissue. It's there the new nuclei stays to your muscular tissues for the rest of your life. We are able to see this play out in studies wherein steroids were given to mice 3 months after stopping using steroids. The mice had their muscles again to every day. However, the extra nuclei stayed there. It really why taking steroids not most effective increases muscle group inside the brief time period, but it could also increase the quantity of muscle you can construct and maintain for the rest of your lifestyles. So despite the fact that a person stopped taking steroids, they would maximum probably lose a few mass. However, their muscle tissues might still have a better range of nuclei, which might imply they would still have a better potential for increase than they did before they ever took the steroids. That is virtually why a few humans in the sports world Trust that if an athlete that participates in the drug-free opposition gets caught using steroids, that athlete should be banned for existence because they might have an unfair advantage that would still persist even after stopping the steroids. So with all that said, it is pretty obvious that steroids are very powerful at stimulating muscle boom. We can see exactly how powerful. If you like this video, do subscribe this channel and share with your friends.